Hey guys, welcome to My Way Tarot. This is going to be a timeless next 7-day reading for Sagittarius placements. So if you have Sagittarius as your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mercury or North Node in your birth chart, this reading will be for you. Everything that you need to know about myself, the reading or the channel can be found in the description box below. So we're currently in your birthday season, so happy birthday Sagittarius, or happy belated birthday if you've already had of your birthday. I hope you enjoy the rest of your season and sending much love and light your way. And yeah, we're going to get into your read. This is the Modern Witch Tarot deck that we're using today. So, angels of love and light, could you please have clear and concise messages for Sagittarius placements? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mercury and North Node. What do they need to know for the current energies for the next 7 days? From whenever they come across this timeless reading, what do they need to know, please and thank you? What do they need to know, please and thank you? 2 more shuffles, guys, and then we'll cut up the deck and get into your read. So thank you for bearing with me. I really appreciate it. We've already had quite a few cards come through, which I'm very intrigued to find out more, to see what's happening. Bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Swords. Wow, very powerful start. Okay, so we have the Queen of Cups. We have the Magician. 4 of Pentacles. 5 of Wands. Then we have Judgment and the 4 of Wands. Okay, so Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Gemini, Virgo, Scorpio and Sagittarius. So we're currently in your season still as I'm filming of this. So what I'm picking up on is that there is a breakthrough coming in, right? And I feel that you've been quite in your head about this for a while, as to when is it going to show up. Like, potentially you may have been seeing kind of everyone else around you receive of certain manifestations, the things that you have been wanting for yourself to come through for you, but it's like every other person seems to be getting of these things apart from you, and you may have been feeling a little bit like you've left on the back burner type of thing and forgotten about, like neglected in some sort of way. And I totally get that and understand that. But what I'm hearing is that the best is being saved till last. And I feel like you intuitively know of this. You really do. But there is the odd moment where you're kind of like in your feels a little bit, because it's a sense of like, well, I really thought that this potential sense of stability or the stronger foundation, or maybe the finances, or maybe just even feeling more at peace within your own life, would be coming through in your life already. And I get that. But what we have here is that this new chapter that's starting up for you is really genuinely amazing. And I feel like you shouldn't be feeling discouraged, but I totally get as to why you may be feeling discouraged, especially if it's like in your birthday season, right? You know, things may have not necessarily been ideal with certain events taking place in your life. You could have gone through a big event recently that was a little bit upsetting, and so therefore you may have had to remove yourself from a situation, or leave something in the past, or let go of something that maybe at one point meant a lot for you, but then you knew that there was some sort of sense of it not resonating anymore. So there could be something about maybe looking for a new job, I'm hearing. Yeah. I'm also picking up on recently as well, as, you know, I know it's past energy. We've been dealing with Mercury retrograde, and that has been very heavy energy. And as I'm filming of this, I do believe now it's gone back direct. Well, it's kind of in the post-shadow until like the beginning of the new year of 2025. So from now on, as I'm filming of this, you know, things are going to be kind of getting a lot more settled here, which is going to be a huge relief, I'm hearing, for you, for everyone actually, but especially for you guys, okay? So there may be the sense of hoping something comes through for you, you know, in regards to your finances, especially if you've been recently, you know, you've had to leave a job or you've been unemployed, right? Or you're not necessarily making as much as what you would usually make. So therefore, there's been the sense of difficulty with making sure that you're budgeting, making sure that you're not purchasing of certain things that are not necessary, which is obviously difficult at this time of the year as we're getting ever closer to Christmas and New Year's. And it's just a sense of like wanting to be able to, you know, have enough to treat ourselves and treat the ones that are closest to us. And if we're feeling in a position and place where, you know, we're having difficulty with paying our own bills or certain debts, or you're paying back money to people, it can feel incredibly debilitating and upsetting. But I feel like there's something that's going to make you very happy that's coming in, and I feel like it's being orchestrated to take place all in perfect timing. And I feel like you don't see this coming, but you have sensed it for a while. And there's going to be a just cause to celebrate, many reasons to celebrate. And I feel like if you celebrate of Christmas, it's actually going to be a really, I'm hearing like the best one yet for some reason. I don't know why I'm getting that. It's like, it doesn't seem to make logical kind of sense as to why it could be, especially with whatever you've been dealing with, you know, for a while or just of recently. It's like that doesn't necessarily add up. I've been having to scrimp and save, and I've had to, you know, kind of potentially borrow money, what have you. So I don't get and understand how I could just all of a sudden go from one position to the other. But I feel like that's the sense of trusting the process and having faith that, you know, the universe can come through in miraculous ways, as miracles happen every day, albeit small ones, right? So there is a sense of having hope and trusting that all is well and everything is kind of working out exactly as it's needing to, and you are on the right track, you are in the right position and place of where you're supposed to be. But even if you don't necessarily comprehend or know and understand, you know, how you could potentially feel and know that you are when everything around you in your external looks completely different, I can get that's, you know, quite challenging to do, right? So there's also an important conversation that's coming up. And I feel like it could be potentially in regards to a love interest or to do with friends or family members here. And I feel like there was a little bit of anxiety with the thought of doing of this, or somebody coming through towards you to talk about something specific. But I feel like it's not really going to be, I'm hearing, that awkward as you may presume that it's going to be. I feel like everything is going to be more than okay with this important discussion, and that everything will kind of be mediated, and there's a sense of compassion coming through, which is really lovely. So there may also be, you know, the prospect of thinking about where you would like to be next, maybe in regards to a relocation, like moving somewhere, about where you want to actually lay down roots or set up a solid foundation for yourself, especially if you've not necessarily been overly content with a particular environment or a living situation. I feel like maybe not necessarily in the next 7 days that you're going to be up and moving. I mean, for some of you, you may resonate with that, but what I'm getting is there's definitely thoughts about the possibilities of expanding your horizons, embracing a new start for yourself. Okay, so what else is going on for Sagittarius placements? What's going on for Sagittarius, please and thank you? Wow, okay. So the Hanged flew out, Pisces energy with the Nine of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, guys, there's been a lot of sleepless nights or worries to do with your career or your finances. You may have had to make a pretty big sacrifice here in regards to this. Potentially you've been dealing with a bout of illness and you've needed some rest to recover. And so therefore maybe you've not been able to work, especially if you're like self-employed or something. And so therefore there's been a like the sense of panic stations about money, or being able to foot the bill, or just to be able to cover the bare essentials, right? The necessities to do with just a day-to-day living. So there could be something coming through where if you're able to get into this position and place of seeing things differently, there's the sense of knowing that everything will kind of work out, will be okay. Page of Pentacles. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, 5 of Swords, 9 of Cups. Some of you have had issues in regards to distractions here, which is obviously, you know, with whatever thing that's going on as of right now, I can totally get that or understand that. So it's very difficult to just be able to stick to our usual routines or to kind of follow suit as normal in regards to work. There's a lot of people kind of like demanding on your time or your energy here. Some of you have had some nightmares or insomnia for sure, to do with worrying about being able to pay off certain things. 8 of Wands. It's kind of like on some level you've actually been kind of forced to rest. Forced to do less, I'm hearing. This feels very uncomfortable for you. And being patient has been a little bit difficult as well. Maybe you've been wanting everything done yesterday, or you're so used to being here, there or everywhere, or having so many things going on at once, and then all of a sudden it's just like you may have felt a little bit lost. But I feel like you're getting out of that particular energy. There's a lot of movement getting ready to take place. And whatever it is that you've been dealing with will only be temporary. It's only a temporary situation. But even though saying of that, with it being a temporary situation, it may have felt like it's been going on for a while, where you haven't had that sense of things being steady in your life, especially financially. Yeah. There may have been people who have had very strong opinions about what you are to be doing next, or where you are to be moving next, or how you are meant to be investing your time, your effort, your energy. And it's been difficult because obviously you're wanting to take these other people into consideration, but most importantly, first and foremost, is to be checking in with yourself and, you know, you feeling like whatever it is that you're doing with whatever decisions that you've made is right and best for yourself, regardless if other people don't necessarily get or understand why you may have followed in that particular line of thinking or way of thinking with whatever has happened for you, or may happen for you with whatever change this is, or change that was that you've already made. You do have a new beginning on the horizon. Your ships are coming in, but it may mean that you're having to leave, walk away, or release of something first, because there hasn't been the true emotional fulfillment coming through for you for a while. And I feel like, yes, there has been fear, or there is a little bit of fear about moving on into the unknown because you're not necessarily sure about what's up ahead for you. But I feel like you know that it's going to be a lot better than whatever else it is that you've previously dealt with. Yeah, as I say that with the 10 of Cups, this is what you're moving into. You're going from the 8 of Cups to the 10 of Cups. But other people you know, because they can't see your vision of this sense of Ten of Cups, even though intuitively you do know and feel on a deeper level that this is what you're getting ever closer to, they may be trying to deter you in some sort of way to not take any more steps in that particular direction, because they don't necessarily see how you're going to go from point A to point B, but yet you get it. You see it. There's the odd worry now and again that comes in, but I feel overall you're actually kind of cautiously optimistic and positive that it's eventually going to bear fruit for you, and there will be the sense of reaping of rewards and a harvest. So I'm getting, yeah, as I say that, there's your energy, Sagittarius, with Temperance flying out, and also the Knight of Swords. Yeah, try not to get distracted right now. Try not to. But it's going to be very easy to be able to be distracted. So I feel like there's a lot of focus that's needed on a particular goal or on a particular vision that you have, and just go for it. Some of you are definitely standing up for yourselves. There may be certain individuals around you that might not necessarily like your tone for some reason, and they may kind of potentially react to you. But I'm getting a lot of immaturity with that, with others here. Not from you, from others. Because I feel like you know that everything is going to temper out eventually if you put in the work with the Ten of Wands. But I feel like you don't mind putting in the work. I feel like you actually have a very solid work ethic, and that's not something that's ever bothered you really. Because it's always paid off when you've put in that hard work. You've always reaped the rewards or the accolades or the certificates or the qualification or whatever it is. You know, that bonus or that promotion. Okay, yeah. You definitely know and sense there's this kind of winds of change taking place. And I feel like you know that you are very much divinely guided and supported at this time. I do also feel like there is somebody who wants to come through and talk to you. Okay. Yeah. Five of Swords and the King of Pentacles with the Three of Pentacles. This person, they may be someone with the Nine of Cups. Whoever's coming through to talk to you, it could be in regards to work, like a business partnership or something to do with a new job. You may have wanted to go for something and then you gained clarity on that particular situation, and you felt like actually maybe it might be worthwhile if I'm not necessarily going to kind of follow through with this, because something may have made you feel a little bit uneasy as to whoever you were dealing with or a certain environment that you were in, and so therefore you were like, I thought at one point this was going to work out, but you've gained clarity on this. So I'm getting something to do with a memory or a flashback here, to do with maybe a previous occurrence, something to do with a specific location, and it just brought everything kind of rushing back to you. So then you were like, do you know what, no, I'm going to trust my gut on this one, and I'm not too concerned if I kind of miss out on that particular supposed opportunity. I'm going to leave that be. You may have been a little bit concerned about doing that at first, because especially if you didn't feel like you had anything else to kind of replace of that, and you're waiting for something better to come through. There is something better coming through. Absolutely. That's going to put you in a much stronger position here, in a way, to be able to advance and get closer to that Nine of Cups, Ten of Cups, for those dreams being realised in whatever avenue this may be for you in regards to your career. Okay. What else can we get here, please, for Sagittarius? What else, please? We have the Ten of Wands. Some of you guys may have been dealing with extreme burnout. Like, I'm hearing the year may have just kind of like caught up to you. And you may be someone who is always on the go. And the year's kind of caught up with you. And maybe you feel a little bit stressed out about taking a break. Yeah, there's your energy. Queen of Wands. There is your Sagittarius. I'm hearing this goes against your nature. Something has felt very alien to you. Maybe to actually take off or have take off some time. But by doing off this, it's actually working out better in your favour here with that Ten of Cups. Maybe spending more time at home or with loved ones, doing things that you enjoy or brings you that sense of peace, right? Maybe focusing on your health a little bit more. Getting your energy back. You've intuitively followed that kind of guidance to do less. But this has been very challenging. I'm hearing that you may be someone that's very much used to being in their masculine energy, and then you're being kind of, in some way, gently coaxed to get more into your feminine energy. Now, I'm reading energy rather than gender or sex, as you guys know, and we all have masculine and feminine energy within all of us. But I am very much picking up here that there's somebody that potentially could be a feminine, right? But they're always being so used to being in their masculine because they may have not necessarily had any choice in the matter other than to be in their masculine because of certain situations that they've gone through, or they haven't necessarily had the helping hand or others to be able to be there for them in the ways that they would hope that they would have been there for them. So they've just ended up doing of everything themselves, taking on everything. And so therefore, because I'm getting that, especially if you're self-employed, it's like, you know, you don't get paid for having time off. You don't get paid for being sick. You don't get paid for, you know, taking that break. You know, you miss out. So it's incredibly important to focus on nurturing yourself, getting healthy, so that you're able to continue. Not necessarily in the way that you're used to. I feel like there's some sort of adaptations that need to change there in order for you to get to the next level. Because it's very tempting to revert back to old patterns or old behaviours or old actions or way of doing things once we've had a little bit of time off, and then revert back to exactly what we did before, and then we just continue that cycle all over again until we're next burnt out. And obviously that's not necessarily healthy. So there's something about implementing more time to be passive or to look after ourselves in other ways, or I'm hearing working smarter rather than harder. So there's a sense of strategy coming in as well. Yeah, with the Empress, I mean, this is Taurus Libra, but divine feminine energy, very powerful feminine energy. So it's a sense of moving into this, which has probably been very difficult, and just being open and receptive to receiving and getting aligned with certain manifestations coming through, rather than having to, you know, push ourselves to max capacity and run on empty and then have no battery left, maybe to even be social or do fun things for yourself, because you may be somebody that's working all the time. I'm getting like a very driven, very focused, ambitious individual. Somebody that's always like wanting to up the stakes, wanting to get ever closer to the sense of an idealistic view of how their life would be. And obviously that's great to have goals and to have ambition and to, you know, what have you, but you know, you're not a robot. You're a human being. And you're also a spiritual being having of a human experience. And so therefore it's important to be able to balance out the sense of, you know, our human selves and our spiritual selves, if you get what I mean. Because, you know, this is to do with, you know, the soul, right? It's to do with our spirit. Because we're like mind, body and spirit. So, you know, I feel like you kind of get where I'm coming from, guys. What else is going on here? Also, I'm getting a bit of a glow up energy, guys. There may be a certain milestone that you're about to hit in regards to your health. I'm getting something to do with weight loss here, because we have this Queen of Wands carrying of an ace, and we have the Ten of Wands beforehand. And so therefore, in order to get back to the Ace of Wands, there's all of this weight that's being dropped off. So I'm getting something to do with maybe you've been on like a weight loss journey, or you've changed up certain things to do with your eating here. I'm hearing eating lighter foods, more fruits, more vegetables, potentially organic, or you're drinking more water, or you're taking certain supplements or vitamins, or doing something different here, but it's really working out for you. And I feel like you could be wanting to invest in yourself. I'm getting something to do with new clothes, new style, maybe updating your hair. I'm getting something to do with beauty, makeup. If I'm getting predominantly, obviously, you know, for my femmes out there, but obviously, you know, just take this however this resonates. But yeah, some of you have really wanted to be able to treat yourselves, pamper yourself a little bit, but you've not been able to in the way that you wish to, because there's been the issues with the finances. I'm hearing you still look amazing anyway, and I feel like you are feeling a lot better and healthier within yourself, but there's a sense of not feeling like you're quite there yet for some reason. But I feel like you're not necessarily seeing yourself properly. I'm hearing you're not necessarily seeing how far you've come already. And I'm hearing you should be incredibly proud of yourself. Very, very interesting. Also, guys, some of you have not been really too interested in love, or you've very much put it on the back burner. But things are changing up whereby other people are coming through to chase you, to pursue you, take action in regards to courting you, I'm hearing. I'm getting like princess treatment, I'm hearing. There are others out here who are incredibly attracted to you, but they may have kept that quiet. And I'm hearing you're very soon about to know who these people are. There could be one in particular that you're maybe hoping to come back into your life, or coming back into your life. So this could be someone you have history with, or for somebody to come through in your life, a new person. But you're definitely on people's minds right now. Or you're definitely somebody that's turning heads, but I don't feel like you're necessarily realising that you are. I'm getting oblivious. Yeah. Wow, 4 of Wands, the 1111 card. This is lovely. Wow, victory and success, rewards and recognition with the 6 of Wands. So you may be receiving some incredible news whilst you're at home, maybe with loved ones, to do with your career. I'm getting something about potentially being hired for a job or getting interviewed. Or there's this kind of increase. I'm getting something to do with increase in numbers, maybe to do with followers or subscribers. Maybe you have a business that you work from home, or a side hustle that you work from home. And you're trying out something a little bit different. And so therefore then it's like, this is like the change that you needed, the breakthrough that you needed, because you dared to put yourself out there and do something differently. You may have actually decided, I'm getting something to do with a platform like social media, maybe like content creator. You could be deciding to let people see you, allow people to see you in some way. I'm getting something to do with, you know, your appearance. I'm getting like a role model type of vibe, an inspiration to others, a leader. Wow, okay, so I just heard, I don't follow the trends, I set them. So you may be a bit of a fashionista, or you love fashion. Yeah, I'm getting something to do with style. Like you may have like a signature, I'm getting like a signature scent or a signature look, or something that you're creatively expressing yourself in different ways, like you're trying out new things so that you can feel more confident about yourself. Like what I'm getting is there could be certain things that you have been wanting to wear, and it's like you've had them for a while and they're just in the wardrobe, and you're like, maybe for some of you, if you've been trying to, you know, deal with some weight loss or go back into the gym or what have you, and you're like, I'm going to get back into that one day. And so some of you may have been like saving this for a particular occasion, or a birthday, or for a Christmas party, or for a wedding, or there's something here about like, I'm gonna wear that, and then you're able to wear it because of the work that you've done on yourself, and you're feeling so proud because you've achieved something that has meant the world to you. That's not a message for everyone, but I am getting that. Some of you may be just deciding to kind of push yourself a little bit more out of your comfort zone to do with your looks. Like I'm getting your makeup or your hair, or something to do with your clothes or your shoes. Yeah. And slowly but surely, it's like you feel a lot more like yourself. I'm getting interesting. Justice, Libra energy. So all's well that ends well. There could be some news to do with a legal situation that you're dealing with. There may be soon a result that works out very favourably for you, but there's been a lot of stress and anxiety about this, or when there's going to be this kind of final end of this chapter that you've been dealing with. That's been very draining. That may be soon coming to pass. There could be certain dates that are coming through for you. Yeah, with the Emperor. Aries energy. There could be certain dates that are coming up for you with something legal. And it's like finally having something to, I'm hearing the end is near, to do with whatever this is. And then able to kind of not have to look back, and you can just move yourself on forward, and that's a chapter done and closed out of your life. Yeah, and I feel like there is definitely going to be some sort of huge payment coming in regards to this legal situation. If it doesn't necessarily come through soon, it's like you may know like the amount, you may know or making plans on how you're going to invest in this lump sum that comes through for you, but it may not necessarily materialize in the next 7 days. But it's like something to look forward to, because you know that it's something that's owed to you, or designated to go to you or come to you, if you get what I mean. Okay. Yeah, with the Wheel of Fortune, Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarius, Sagittarius energy, the Wheel of Fortune's turning in your favour and justice is yours. Okay? So there's going to be the sense of fairness coming in, everything unfolding in perfect timing, in divine timing here. And, you know, you may have closed out a huge karmic cycle. Some of you are dealing with some karmic individuals, right? And this had been weighing really heavy on you because it's a sense of knowing and understanding and realizing that they are, but not being able to be in a position of place to do anything about it or leave of a situation or change what's going on, because obviously they're not going to change. You know, you may have just felt a little bit helpless or powerless or restless because of this situation, because it's like you see of everything very clearly with whoever you're dealing with or have been, but you've just been trying your utmost to get through day by day dealing with this particular situation, and your heart has not been in it by staying in with whatever you've got going on for a long time. I'm hearing you emotionally checked out of this a long time ago. So when the situation turns around and there's something that materializes for you and you're able to get out of whatever this is or move yourself on forward, you're going to completely embrace this opportunity to do of that, and you're not looking back at all. And there may be a few upset individuals here, right, trying to deter you from making of that particular decision, but you've already made your mind up. I'm hearing months ago, maybe even years ago. But you're going to do what you feel is right and best for you. Okay, it may be a little bit difficult trying to juggle of everything that's happening in this transitional period for you, but I feel like you know that you can handle it. There will definitely be certain individuals that are in your life right now that aren't meant to be in your life, okay? Or if they are, I'm hearing for a limited time only, which is really interesting because I'm getting that, like, it sounded very much like an advert. You know, when somebody says, oh, for a limited time only, this is going to be available for such and such, like, you know, get this offer of two, but, you know, buy one, get one free. I don't know why I got that, but I'm getting something to do with advertising or marketing. I don't know why. Judgment, Sagittarius energy. Well, there's you. Yeah, there's been a lot of thinking going on here where you've been contemplating what if this, what if that, if I go forward in this direction, what's the implications going to be of that? If I do of that, am I going to be having such and such say of this and what have you? Like, there's been so much to the point of this analysis paralysis. And I feel like you've been having difficulty with just settling your mind, getting grounded. I'm hearing you're more than capable of being able to handle whatever comes up for you. And very much I'm hearing in like a very fair, polite, diplomatic, graceful way. Still being able to kind of, you know, if you're needing to put people in their place, like you have no problem with doing that, or setting boundaries or saying no or whatever, you know, else that may potentially resonate. But if anybody comes up against you, try to confuse of certain things with the Seven of Cups, I feel like you know in your heart of hearts your own judgment of what you're doing. You trust yourself. But you have many options available to you, or that will be coming up or showing up for you. There's definitely a bittersweet ending getting ready to take place, or may have been something that you've dealt with already with that Ten of Swords. But what I'm getting is that you're moving from the Ten of Wands and the Ten of Swords to the Ten of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune of what we saw earlier, okay? And the Fool with the new beginning. 40 minutes and 40 seconds just come up on my timer, and now 444. So 44 or 444 is significant, and with the Fool it's a 0, so it's like the zeros in numerology kind of magnify, like intensify the surrounding energies. So what I'm getting is that you're having this whole new beginning that's bringing in a lot of stability for you, order, that's bringing in this foundation that you've always wanted, okay? After a period of time of feeling like you've been hitting rock bottom here. So you have some very exciting news making its way to you with the Page of Cups and the Page of Wands. I feel like there's new love or a new career or new projects or maybe even travel, new creative pursuits, new friendships. I'm getting soul family, soul tribe. I'm hearing chosen family, chosen, I'm getting chosen family, chosen friends. So I'm hearing you can't pick your family. I don't know why I got that, but I did. You can pick your friends, but not your family. Something may resonate to do with that. I'm getting something to do with those two pages. Something about siblings. Something about siblings. Okay. So maybe there's a closer connection with a sibling. Like a deepening of a connection. Like they're going to be there I'm hearing a shoulder to cry on. They're going to be very supportive of you, or you're going to be this for this person. The Lovers, as I say that, Gemini energy. I'm filming this on the Gemini full moon. So there's a highlight here in this period of time to do with relationships and connections, and not necessarily just romantic. Yeah, and I was getting soul family, soul tribe, right? With the Lovers. And the Page of Pentacles. It's like things just work out. The universe is going to be coming through and gifting you. I'm hearing it's happening in threes. Because we've had three pages. We've had the Page of Wands, the Page of Cups, and the Page of Pentacles. So it's something to do with maybe travel, or your intuition is heightening. It's something to do with love and to do with finances. It's like everything kind of orchestrating and happening all at once. As I say that with the Sun card, this is the happiest card in the deck, guys. And you're currently experiencing your solar return as the Sun is in Sagittarius, the Sagittarius season. So there's something, I'm hearing there's still time yet. There's still time yet for you to be blessed. And I'm hearing there's going to be some very happy surprises making its way for you. Okay? So not to be overly worried or concerned. Anything else for Sagittarius before I close up this reading? Anything else? Well, also as well, interestingly, we have Gemini and Sagittarius side by side. And I do believe they're opposites of each other. I believe they're sister signs. So there could be something significant about a sister. Maybe you're a sister, or you have a sister. Or someone that's like a best friend of yours, you know, somebody very special in your life. It's like, I'm hearing sister from another mister, or something like that. Maybe significant. Maybe there's a catch up with an old friend that you haven't seen in a while. And this will be really wonderful for you both. Or like as a group of you. Anything else? Eight of Swords with the Tower. Aries, Scorpio energy and the Chariot. So whatever has been keeping you in your feels, right? Whatever is making you feel like you're restricted and stuck, it's like all of a sudden something is taking place where you may have very little control over, but it's going to be an act of divine love or universal love that's coming through to showcase that I'm hearing it's only in your mind. Something is working out and you're going to overcome whatever these obstacles are. I mean, wow, come here. I'm getting something about your ears. Maybe your ears have been ringing recently. Or you may be in a certain location and your ears ring, or you're dealing with certain people and you're getting like a warning about dealing with that particular individual, maybe to kind of get away from a situation. Yeah, very, very interested. Interested. Somebody may be very interested in you, and you could be getting a warning as potentially it's like they may be nice for a moment, but they may not necessarily be beneficial for you in the long run. I don't know why I'm getting that, but I am. Some of you have been contemplating about a tattoo, I just heard. Like you may be wanting to get a tattoo. But as we're currently dealing with Mars retrograde, it might be worthwhile to think about it, but not necessarily do it until like next year. You could think about it, but maybe not necessarily implement it as of yet because of Mars being retrograde. I'm getting something to do with, yeah, tattoos. Or there may have been an issue with a tattoo, like an infection. Or there's been miscommunication to do with this. Somebody not necessarily understanding what it is that you're wanting, and then they've done it for you, and then it's like having difficulty with not being able to be sure about what to do next because of maybe trying to get it laser removed or get it covered up in some way. I don't know why that's coming through. But you're getting assistance to be able to overcome many obstacles right now. Even if you don't necessarily see how something is plausible, you're going to be shown the way. Yeah, you're going to receive certain manifestations here. 7 and 1s may be significant. Okay. 7th of January? Don't know why I heard that. 7th of January. Okay. Interesting. Oh, another 7. 717. Maybe you're seeing this number, guys? Or 777 or 111 or 1111. But you're having a breakthrough. You are. You absolutely are. So just know that whatever you're dealing with temporary, it is only temporary. And there is something that's going to shift where there's this overnight kind of like rags to riches, I'm hearing, because you may have been dealing with scarcity here, you know, homelessness or poverty, or you've had to borrow money or go on benefits, or you didn't necessarily have an approval for a loan, or you've not been able to have the credit score to get paid for a mortgage or something like this. I'm getting, you know, being turned away from the banks, or unemployment, or there's been like a decrease in sales or less money, and you've been fighting to survive, and then all of a sudden it's like rags to riches. I am getting like the sense of destiny taking place here, which is really beautiful. Yes, with the new beginning, with the fall. Infinite possibilities, I just got told. Anything is possible. I'm hearing when you trust and believe. Oh my gosh, that sounds so cheesy. When you trust and believe. Now I'm hearing Don't Stop Believing by, is it Journey? Or I don't know. Is it like an old rock band or something? Don't Stop Believing? You're very connected here. I'm hearing like connected with the cosmos. You're very connected with a I'm hearing your higher self for sure, but I'm getting like your spirit guides, the angels. They're very much surrounding you right now. So have trust and faith that you're not alone, I'm hearing, especially if you've been feeling very much alone or isolated, maybe even shunned out or alienated. Maybe you felt a bit lonely, but everything is getting ready to change. Very, very interesting reading, guys. So many messages came through. I'm sorry the cards are a little bit of a mess, but I just kind of went with the flow. So I'm getting that vibe that it's important to try and just go with the flow, even if it feels a bit odd, right? Like you're wanting to kind of resist against it because it feels very just weird. Okay. I'm hearing go with the grain, not against it. I don't know why I got that. Now I just got told something about shaving. So some of you may have shaved your, I don't know, your beard or something recently, or you're thinking about it. Or your head, I just heard. Yeah, I'm getting like a shaved side. Like some of you may have a pixie cut, or you may be wanting to go shorter with your hair. I don't know. Anyway, guys, that's all the messages I'm picking up on for you. So I hope that there have been some messages, a few messages, if not the whole reading, that potentially resonated. And if you have enjoyed this reading and you wish to support myself and the channel, there are donation links available. There is a PayPal link in the description box below, and the other option is Super Thanks, which is listed below in underneath the video. So thank you so much to those of you who have already donated. I greatly appreciate you, and it means a lot, so thank you so much. Even if you don't financially donate, a wonderful way to energetically donate is to like, share, subscribe, comment down below, and I'll get back to you guys on those comments when I can. So thank you so much. I do enjoy reading those. Please hit the notification bell so you get an alert as to when I post another video for you, and you don't miss out on future updates or posts on the channel, new content even. And please feel free to check out your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mercury and North Node placements in the other zodiac signs, so you can receive more messages to do with the current energies for your timeless next 7-day reads. But sending love and light out to you all. Many blessings. Enjoy the rest of your birthday season, and I will see you and speak to you soon. So thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Thank you. Bye, guys.